We all have a story, and many times people would see us and they would draw the wrong conclusion about us simply because we may look a certain way, we dressed a certain way, and they don't know us. And here's a perfect example of how wrong we can get it sometimes. A 27-year-old young man was traveling on a train with his father and his mother. As he looked through the window of the train, he shouted, "Mom! Dad! Look! The trees, the bushes! They're following alongside us." Mom smiled. Dad did too. Meanwhile, a newly married couple, they were sitting nearby looking on in astonishment at the 27-year-old young man, childish behavior, with a shocking expression on their faces. Suddenly, the young man shouted again, "Dad, look! The sky is following us! Dad, look! The sky is following us!" The newly married couple could not help themselves, so they called out to the young man's father and asked, "Why don't you take your son to the mental hospital for a checkup?" The father smiled and looked with a happy eye expression at the couple and answered, "My son was born fully blind, and today he's seen for the very first time." And he smiled. The couple, they were gobsmacked. They had nothing to say. And it goes with the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. How can we become less judgmental? And what lessons can we learn from this simple story? Let's take a look. Lesson 1. Be mindful. If you don't know something for a fact, you are assuming so. So think before you speak or react to something or someone, be it in person, via email, or a telephone conversation. Words can cause problems. They can be damaging. And once those words are gone, you cannot get them back. So instead, rephrase your words and try and understand where the other person is coming from. Assess your behavior. Should you have an encounter with someone over a disagreement, if the situation has nothing to do with you, don't make it about yourself. We all deal with different situations differently. Hence, never underestimate the pain of an individual. Fact, some people are better at hiding their pain than others. Search for basic goodness. Our minds are like weeds. It takes no effort to think negatively. So think positively, and positive thinking takes practice. So in every situation, try to see the positive. Apply patience and empathy when in search of finding something good about another person. Educate yourself. You may be great in doing something that someone else find very difficult to do. Don't be annoyed at them if they can't do it as good as you can and as fast as you can. Try to understand their weak points and why, then offer some support. Some people may have poor social skills and disabilities to do one thing or another. They may have a learning disability of a different kind, so they may require more support than someone without a learning disability. There's a great saying that if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. Be happy about yourself so that you can be happy for others. When we feel good about ourselves and accept ourselves to include our body and appearance, We will not have time to be critical about someone else's. I love the saying in 1 Samuel's that man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. And lastly, remember that by judging a person does not define who they are. It only reflects who you are. So as we go out, just remember, we all have a story. Let's not judge.